mindset, uplift, manifest. Mindset, uplift, manifest.
If you didn't come from a wealthy family, this is the opportunity to make sure that a wealthy family comes from you.
All right, what's up, everyone? You're running with the runners. It is Thursday, July 15th. My name is Michael Tharp, and today we are starting our 90-day run to change the world. That's the first thing we're going to talk about. We got a bunch of runners on here, but as always, let me get my brother Ricardo Hamilton in here. Ricardo, are you pumped up and ready to run?
Fired up and excited, man. And the thing is, it's the whole organization that's fired up too. People are just excited about what we got going on and ready to take it to the next level and help more people.
That's what this is about, right? Helping other people, helping people automate the process of becoming wealthy, getting more and more people residual income. Because as we've talked about, and we always talk about, inflation is occurring at a rapid rate that a lot of people could have never imagined. And so that's why it's so important we get this message out to as many people as possible in the next 90 days. And we have a whole crew getting ready to come on here, but real quick, I want to cover the mission and the goals of this 90-day run. And this is what we worked up with the team. Now, why are we doing this, right? Why are we doing this 90-day run? We are coming up on the 1-year anniversary around September 1st of when we started running and changing people's lives. And what we want to do is strategically plan when our yearly memberships renew to maximize those points turning into dollars. The second thing is we want to help people who have became inactive start saving again. And then we want to help people rank up to maximize their residual income. So that's what we want to see happen in the next 90 days. Now, our team goals that we can actually measure are this, okay? As with anything, if you want to get more in life, you want to give more. So collectively, we want to have our entire network or team in the runners donate in the next 90 days as a group at least $10,000 to the Standish Foundation. So if you're not aware, Miles Standish is the greatest coin grader in the world, and his wife Andrea started a nonprofit called the Standish Foundation, and they basically focus on helping children that have healthcare needs. Whether it be helping the hospitals, their impact is over 600,000 children impacted by their programs annually. So they have training programs, in-kind donations, surgical missions. They do a lot working with the military. So if military members' children can't get health care or a certain surgery done, they will come in and help assist them in that. So I just talked to Andrea today. We're going to work with her organization, and maybe 7K might even be able to make it a way that we can donate to them via the Sound Money wallet. That's what we're going to try to work on. It's not a guarantee, but Andrea's going to check with her payment processor, and what we're going to do is have a way that we can donate money, and with our goal of being to raise $10,000 for that nonprofit to help children that are in need. The second goal is we want to help 10,000 families save 1 coin a month. Right now in our organization, we have around 5,000 families already doing this. So in the next 90 days, we want to double that, whether it be people coming back active again and saving a coin that are already in 7K, or new people joining to automate the process of becoming wealthy. And the third one is we want to have over 100 people join us for our event in the fall. Now, this is to be determined because in the fall, 7K is going to be going to 20 different cities, and they haven't released the dates yet. But once they do, we will find one that matches for us, and somewhere around October 15th is when the 90-day run ends. So we'll make plans to have an event and kind of join up with 7K and the founders of whenever they meet. So Ricardo, maybe I'm crazy, but what's your take on, the mission of this 90 days and the goals that we have set as a team that we want to reach to help more people and change this world?
Yeah, folks, it's next level, man. I just get excited because when you have these types of goals, there's no way that you're not a force of good, you know, in the community and in people's lives. And when you have an organization, a team, a company, something that's so solid as 7K Metals, and you got leadership like, you know, the runners and everybody else that's, you know, helping people understand the benefits of this membership and put real assets, real life-changing assets in their hand and build wealth during times of uncertainty. Like we talk about the inflation, we keep you guys posted on what's going on in the economy. And we just got a real solution and helping thousands of people, you know, get ahead during a lot of uncertain times.
Well, so that's it, guys. I'm super pumped and excited. We are going to be doing Zooms every day. People on our team we will have that schedule out for you, and we will start those on Sunday. Until then, we're just going to be doing some lives and pop-up Zooms, but next week, Sunday, we'll have those set up. So I wanted to bring on some of the leaders on the runners and really just get their experience and take on how their lives have changed. So the first person I want to bring on is Emily Manuel, who just did a 6-hour marathon last night, a blitz of just explaining how life-changing 7K Metals has been for her and her team and bringing on a bunch of experts. So Emily, how are you feeling? And after that 6 hours, you're back ready to go.
Oh man, you know what? Thank you. First of all, thank you so much, you guys, for hanging on the entire time with me. One of the things that I have to say I was really impressed with, I never asked the guests who were speaking that day to hop on for the entire time. And I tell you, I'm so impressed with the leadership, because from the time we started till the time we ended for the full 6 hours, and we actually probably ran over, Mike and Ricardo, I know you guys were popping in and out like Ricardo, but I mean, really though, the entire time you guys were there. And that just shows, man, above all the things that even 7K has to offer, the fact that you guys were there and were not asked to be there and showing the support is huge. You know, Tony was there. Blake, our marketing director at 7K, I mean, he popped on at the end and said some cool things, and everybody was like, what, you're still on here? That shows the type of leadership and the type of people we have in this company. So gosh, hats off to you guys. The information you shared was important, and if you weren't on that blitz, I recommend that you go in and watch the replay, because this company is amazing. Even members who are in 7K that watched this live stream saw the value, and they were pumped. They were like, whoa, like this is great information. I'm like, dude, you're in 7K, you know? And but just the fact that they were fed information, and the point of view, guys, that I want to convey to you today, you guys, is that you know, what we offer is wealth. We offer a way for people to be able to grow their retirement or their savings account. How many times have you tried to save your money and it ended up being your spending account instead of your savings account, and then now you have nothing left? When you have tangible assets, you know, you have to think about, like, do I want to let go of them because I need the money or because I just want something? Makes you think twice about it. And these are really cool collectible coins. I get excited about our coin drops whenever they happen, which I think tomorrow is going to have one. I get super, super excited about that. The other thing I wanted to share that I love about 7K, you guys, is the leaders, the founders of the company, they have created a system where it's really hard for people to lose in this business. And what I mean by that is, if you were to buy a coin and let's say, you know, a year from now, you're like, I'm tired, I don't want to really do this anymore, I wouldn't feel guilty, because there are products that if you were to purchase them and try to sell them a year later, two things will either happen. They're going to expire, you got to sell them for less, and you lose money. With this company, you guys, a year later, if you decide you wanted to sell your asset, you'll make your money back or then some. And now, since I've been with 7K, it's expedited the plan that I originally had, which was to have a legacy to leave behind for my daughter. So fast forward, you guys, I've been getting my gold and silver for free every single month. I get paid every single week. And it's accelerated that plan that I had for my daughter, because my original plan was to set that aside and to be able to pull it out of my own pocket. Now I don't have to. I mean, I still do, but I don't have to. And it's been a blessing for a lot of the team members as well. Man, the team in Hawaii has been doing amazing. And we're touching lives, we're blessing families, and we're showing them ways to be able to create wealth. God, there's so much more, but I don't want to take up all the time. But guys, if you are looking at 7K, I would highly recommend you gotta look into this. This is a business, the first time I've seen that nobody will get hurt and nobody will lose.
No, I love it. And that's, what we keep preaching is that no one loses when you're getting real assets with this massive inflation that's coming. And that's why, I'm so confident about telling everyone about this, is because, and Blake talked about this on your live last night, right? Like most companies, like you have a certain target market, like it's people that want to lose weight or people in a certain age range. When it's 7K, like at the event, we had people from 14 to 93 of all races, colors, and religions. So it really just is an all-inclusive type of company. All right, we got lots of more people to get on. Let's start with Rudy Henry, if he's ready there. Rudy, bringing you on. What's going down, brother?
Oh, it's going. I wanted to give a shout out to Emily, because that is the first person since Ricardo and yourself that has spit straight fire from the time on until she ended. And I want to give her a shout out, and correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it shoes, bruh? Isn't that what I need to say to y'all? Is that's a little Hawaiian touch for y'all?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Trying to be
international global. Man, Rudy Henry.
That's what we're doing.
So, Rudy, you've only been in 7K a few months. I know you're getting a lot of residual income coming in, and I don't think you had any silver before you started 7K. So what has 7K meant to you, and how has it changed your life?
Well, it's like this. It was simple. I came to you and I wanted to know how to own something in this world. How could something be mine? Like, I need to get something, whether it be real estate, a small business, something. I need something. And Mike had an answer to everything. I'll give you a small business, and I'll allow you to buy assets that are just going to gain you wealth through your life. Well, it doesn't get no better than that, folks. Like Emily said, and like Mike and Ricardo have repeated, you can't lose. This is not a gimmick. This is nothing we're trying to sell. We're trying to help people. That's a big difference between selling and helping. Like there's no comparison. And when you help someone realize that that's what you're doing, is gaining wealth through a physical asset. I had mentioned earlier, you don't own it until it's in your hand. I believe Ricardo used to say that. He said it many a times, and Mike has too. We don't own a building until you buy that building and it's yours. You don't own that small business until you pay off all your loans, and that's your business. Well, I'm buying silver, whether it be $10 at a time or $100 at a time. It doesn't matter the figure. That silver is mine. Those assets are mine. Those coins that my residual income are paying for are mine. Like, this is the wealth for me and my family that I've been trying to gain and didn't understand the path. That it just wasn't laid out for me until I talked to Mike.
Yeah, and that's the way the system's designed, right? And I want to bring in Veronica Knight now, because she's talked about this before, is, until she got into 7K, like most people, it's hard to save your dollars because something happens and it, leaves the bank account for whatever. And last time we had her on, she talked about how she now has more savings in silver than she ever had in the bank. So Veronica, good to see you. How are you doing?
Hi, everyone. I'm doing great. I also want to give Emily a shout out. I was on that Blitz all night last night too, and it was awesome. Thank you for that. And hi, Mike. Hi, Ricardo. Hi, Rudy.
What up?
But everything's great.
Veronica, really quick, tell us, feel free to tell your story again, but why do you love 7K and how has it helped you secure your family's legacy?
Yeah, well, first I'll show you guys. We all measure our wealth in ounces.
Right.
Here. Well, when I started 7K, it would be a year coming up in August. and I've been in almost everything. You know, I'm like everybody else. You know, I was looking for a home. I was looking for a foundation, something that we can be in long term, something that maybe I can pass down to my kids, they can pass down to theirs, whatever. So when I got into 7K, you know, I was like everybody else. I knew nothing about it. It was just another opportunity that was like, hey, you know, it's a possibility that this might be something you're interested in. So I looked into it. I jumped on it. You know, I'm a risk taker. I like good opportunities. I'm like, you know, and silver and gold is something that I've always been wanting to get into. But I'm funny about the businesses that I get into and the opportunities I get into, because Mark Pyre said it the best. When it comes to 7K, you do not have to sacrifice your integrity when you're speaking of this product to somebody, you know? So anywho, it took me about 30 days, make a long story short, it took me about 30 days to actually figure out the value behind 7K. And when it clicked in my head, I was like, oh my God, we have literally found a gold mine here. Like, I mean, there's no losses here. As Rudy said, as Emily said, Mike and Ricardo tell everybody all the time, there's nothing but gains here. It's like, right. So, you know, if you don't understand the value of it, my recommendation would be to go back and to go through all of our videos and go through, I mean, research it with the microscope, with the magnifying glass, whatever you need to do. And, you know, go and look up some of our financial history, some things that are going on financial wise in our government and everything right now, to get a more understanding on why you actually need this asset. So when I joined 7K, I was still on the fence, you know, the membership, you know, I was like everybody else. I had that mindset, was like, well, I really don't want to spend a monthly fee every month, you know. But again, when you get the education, you get the value, you get the knowledge, and you get the proper understanding, then you will understand that you're not actually buying anything. What you're doing is you're taking your worthless money that they give us, that we call money today, and you're transferring that over to a tangible asset that's going to appreciate in value. So, I mean, that's a win-win there for me. You know, I've always looked for something that we don't have to take a loss on. And I mean, 7K is everything. I mean, the integrity, the family. We're a family here. The moment that you become a member with 7K, it's like, hey, you just joined the family. Anything you need, we got you. I mean, whatever, you know, they have your back to the fullest. And I mean, I haven't seen anything better, to be honest. I have about almost 10 grand in assets saved up. And as I said previously, I've never saved that kind of cash. I mean, as quick as the money comes in, is as quick as it's gone. I'm a mother of six kids, and they're all girls. So girls can be kind of expensive. Yeah. So, but I do it. And, you know, if I can do it, you know, anybody can do it. You know, I look out here and I see a lot of single parents that have like 1, 2 kids. Man, that's a breeze. I remember when I had 1 or 2 kids, you know, but when you start getting 3, 4, 5, 6, it kind of gets tough there. Now you got a classroom, you got a basketball team and stuff like that. You know, you got different attitudes, and as single parents know, you know, I don't care how much you plan. You can plan to the T. There's always an unexpected expense when you have a child. I mean, it just always is. I don't care how much you plan. But at the end of the day, I have assets. I have fun with my girls. When the FedEx packages come in, they're running to the doors. They're like, Mom, FedEx is here. Can I open this? I'm like, sure, fine, open it. You know, so I mean, it's awesome. And now that $140 that I'm putting into an asset, I mean, some of these assets, you guys, they're for $140. As soon as I receive it in my hand, it's worth like $500, $1,000. I bought a coin for what, $380. Somebody sold that coin not even 2 weeks later for $2,000. Come on, you guys. I mean, it's really a no-brainer. So, I mean, and like I said, I like 7K because they prepare you. The average person is not there mentally yet to obtain this kind of wealth. And 7K prepares you for that. Because as I stated, most people look at it and they're like, well, you know, I don't have this money for this monthly fee. But it's not a monthly fee. This is your monthly savings account.
Exactly.
And you know, after a while, you know, and it might not take a while. It might take 2, 3 days, 5 days. You're eventually going to start getting paid for collecting those assets. Now you have free assets. You're earning a residual income, and then tons and tons of other benefits. So again, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
And that's why, like, I think this is so important, right? Here we have a single mother of 6 who, because of 7K, has been able to save up over $10,000 of physical silver assets. Had that not happened,
Yes.
you know, she would still be going through that same cycle of struggling, money, dollars coming in, dollars going out. So, and that's, you know, think about that. How many people can say that their business is helping people do that, helping single mothers save up $10,000 when they weren't able to do it before. So that's why I love, you know, teaching and reaching more people with this. We got one more person I want to bring on here. We got Marco, a network marketer for years, one of the first guys I met way back in the day when I kind of got started. Marco, how you doing tonight, my man? I can't hear you. Are you on Chrome? Because if you're not on Chrome, the audio sometimes won't work. So we will bring you right back on here in a minute. Jesse, are you there, or are you just with your audio or video?
I'm here, just trying to figure out how to work it.
All right. So we can hear you, but there's no video. So we'll come back to you in 1 second. Mark Pyers just put something on here, so I know it's going to be good. He says you have 2 choices when it comes to money. 1, you can pay to go to work to earn money. 2, you can get paid in big tax savings to save your money in assets. We all have a choice yet. Not everyone knows. So, you know, we don't even talk about that too much. But guys, essentially what happens when you get a 7K Metals membership is no matter which level you come in at, you now have a business, like Rudy was talking about. You now have the ability to have 1099 tax write-offs. So you're going to want to make sure you have a good accountant who understands home-based businesses and how to utilize and leverage it to pay less taxes. So Ricardo, hearing all these stories, you know, how much more excited does this get you for this 90-day run that we're going to do to try to help 10,000 people save 1 coin a month?
Well, you know, seeing all this, you know, it really just, you know, gets me excited and warm my heart, because you think about, we've done this in less than a year. These people that you see, the success that we have, and being free today, and Mike himself retiring, you know, we've done this in just 9 months, less than 12 months, folks. You know, Veronica being able to save almost $10,000 or $10,000 in less than a year, 12 months, folks. I mean, the average person is not doing that. You know, we're really doing something here that is having a ripple effect throughout time in people's lives, and we're just getting started. You know, as this company grows and as we enter other countries and we add more value to this membership, you know, we're just taking things to the next level. And when you have a solid company like 7K Metals, a legacy company, and you have phenomenal founders and co-founders, okay, and then you have phenomenal leadership starting from Mr. Tony Hubbard down to Ron Austin, and then you got the runners who came in here and blew this thing up in 9 months' time, and I mean, it's just phenomenal. And this is why we're telling people, look, if you didn't lace up with us before, time to lace up. If you wasn't running before, time to run. If you was walking, it's time to jog. If you was jogging, it's time to run. If you was running, it's time to sprint. If you was sprinting, it's time to get ready for the marathon of this legacy and wealth that we're building and changing lives of people all across the planet. So we're getting started all over again. This 90-day run is going to be legendary because of what we're doing and the people who's doing it with us and the lives that we're getting ready to touch who we don't even know yet.
I love it, man. It gets me excited. One of my favorite people, Jesse Cleveland, is on. Jesse, how are you doing? Let's see if we can hear you.
I'm great. Can you hear me?
All right. We got you good.
No, I'm awesome. I had some things to take care of, but I'm here now.
So
And
Jesse, I love your personality, your mindset. You and I are both a lot, into meditation and manifestation. So maybe speak to that for a minute and just how does that tie into what 7K metals can do for the average person?
so I had to actually retrain myself and my mindset because before I joined the runners, I was a sprinter. And if I didn't show results within those allotted amounts of time, I would run. And so this whole 7K initiation has really brought me to a whole different understanding about mindset and what it looks like to gain wealth over time and not just getting in on the get rich quick schemes that are out there. And that's why I love the runners and our group so much is as a master manifester who is used to seeing things being manifested instantly, this has allowed me to kind of take a step back and look at the bigger picture and how we're really evolving and changing as the times change with us. So meditation has helped me immensely try to get over this program that I was running before the runners. And so now now I'm starting to get ready and ready for that race. I'm not going to be the fastest runner, but I'm definitely in there for the marathon. One thing I do love about 7K um, and collecting assets is that it is a legacy company and we can share it with our children and we can pass it down. Whereas, like Ricardo says, you can't pass your skills down. Like, if you're a welder, sure, you can teach your son to weld, but it's not, it's not guaranteed that they're going to take up that trade. And you can't even replace your son is not going to be able to replace you in your job later.
Right.
So that's one of the things that stands out to me um, is that this legacy company can be passed down to our grandchildren, to our great grandchildren, and they're going to see the profits of what we're plowing right now. So
No,
that's what I love about it.
without a doubt, that's great to hear. And what I love about this is just a group of people coming together to change the world who, a year ago, most of us didn't know each other, whether they're from Hawaii, Florida, Maryland, Greenville, Michigan, Arizona. Let's see if we can get Marco in here. Marco?
Yeah, can you guys hear me now? I think I made some adjustments on the audio, so I think we're
We
good
got
now.
you loud and clear, Marco.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the runners, Ricardo, Mike Tharp. You guys have been doing an amazing job. Just keep running out there. We're going to change a lot of lives around the world.
I couldn't agree more, Marco. As I said when you came on that first time, I know you've been doing network marketing for a while. You've seen a lot of companies come and go. So maybe just speak to people about, why you're continuing to market and help people join 7K metals, and maybe the legacy of this company. And, there's so many scams now in the crypto space. A lot of people have gotten hurt. So for me, when I'm marketing, it's very important that I'm offering something that I know is solid and will not hurt people. So maybe with all your experience, speak to that and why you love 7K and what makes it different.
Yeah, for all the crypto seekers out there, we definitely got to wake up. 7K metals, they have an amazing opportunity. You get to own a real asset, just like, crypto. But instead, this is an asset you can pass on to your family. You get to have your own business with 7K. And the ownership behind it, it's incredible. I did a lot of research behind the ownership. They have amazing credibility behind the company. I looked at the Better Business Bureau. They have an A+ customer rating, so that to me is really important. And this company has been around for like 4 years. Our team, the runners, have brought over 10,000 people, is what my upline said the other day. We're making an incredible movement out there, and just basically to seeing like who's behind the company, it says a lot. You know, you definitely got to know your research, the ownership, where the company is going. They're always making improvements. The membership is very valuable. It's very affordable for just about anybody to start a business. Every time I shared a video with somebody, they haven't got the vision yet, but once they see the video, I think they open up their eyes and they'll start to see the opportunity more and more.
Anything you want to add with just the residual income, the assets that you're stacking when it comes to 7K, and you know the consistency of the payouts and knowing they're going to be there, not having to worry about, is the company going to scam? We're not like sending them a bunch of money and, you know, getting these promised returns. So how important is that for you when you're marketing, that you have those you know, in place with a business that you're going to promote?
Yeah, it's huge. You know, your reputation is on the line. And when everybody see you promoting a company, and they see like, you know, there's something wrong going on with the owners, and then they feel that you're accountable for it. So it's important for us to be in the right company. And this 7K medals, like I feel proud to share this with my family, my friends, my cousins. This is something that, you know, that they're not going to like look at me funny. You know, this business has a reputation behind it. We have great ownership. I'm just amazed on, like, you know, what we have here. The power of silver and gold. I never would have thought like I would have owned silver and gold in my life. I didn't think it was this easy to own it, but just having a membership, just like Costco, and all you have to do is just get a membership. You get to buy silver and gold at discount prices, extremely affordable. And then if you decide to share it, you're going to make residual income. And there's very few referrals needed. You only need two personal referrals yourself, and then you got to help those two get there too. You make $500 a week. As long as those referrals continue to buy a coin and they remain active, making $500 a week, you know, is really good income. And then if that continues on with other members on your team, you're going to make up to $12,500 a week. So that to me is lifetime income. You just gotta put your effort out there. You gotta get the word out, and people just gotta start trusting you. You know, they gotta spend time. When they ask for information out there, they gotta watch that video and really take this seriously, because this company is gonna change a lot of lives. And I pretty much know it. I'm going out there like a shark. So Mike knows I don't play.
Right. No, and that's, you know, what you have to do is be consistent, right? Consistently help people. Another great comment from Mark Pyers: I don't care how good a product is, if the leadership isn't rock solid, the opportunity is a high risk. 7K Metals leadership is second to none. And Blake talked about this on your live, Emily, on your Blitz last night, about how there's multiple owners of this company. It's not one person deciding everything, and that's why it's set up to be a legacy company. So I wanted to show this really quick and just kind of do some roundtable, you know, maybe like a 20-second clip on what this means to you. So here we have the cash flow quadrant. So I won't say anything right now. I don't want to ruin it, but maybe let's just go around and give 10, 20 seconds. What does this mean to you, and what's your takeaway when you see this? Emily, we'll start with you.
You know, I was the employee and self-employed section. And, you know, when you work in that quadrant, you're trading hours for dollars and dollars for hours. And I just remember thinking that I can't make more unless I work more hours. And as a single mom, that would mean not being home to be able to pay the bills and to be able to do the things that I really wanted to do. And what I understood was, at some point, my mentor said, you know, Em, if you really want time freedom and the kind of money to be able to make an impact, not in just your lives, but in the lives of others, you really have to be on the other side of the quadrant, which is the business owner investor side. And it's true, you guys, I work from home and I spend time with my daughter. And the 6-hour blitz, I did it from home. And I could do that because I could block that kind of time to be able to set aside to bring value to other people as well. Guys, the auto savers, I tell people, if you understand residual income, if you understood residual income, you will fight for it and you will keep growing and you will keep doing it, because what that does is it allows you that passive income that they talk about, that you're making money while you're sleeping. That when I wake up the next morning, I know that paycheck is still going to be coming every single month. And that's powerful. Gosh, I remember being broke. I had no money. I had door hangers. My mom would say, Em, do you need money? I said, no. She goes, well, there's an electric door hanger saying that you owe money on the bill, or they're going to cut you off. And, I remember when my daughter was a baby, she had heart surgery done and I had no money. I had to go buy ice because my electricity was off. I had to go put ice in the cooler so that I could make sure that her meds and her milk was able to stay, to still be able to work for her. And, fast forward today, you guys, I have all my bills set on auto pay. I have all my bills set, now I don't look in my bank account to see if there's money there anymore. And it's all because I changed my mindset from being an employee and allowing my time to work harder for me, allowing my money to work hard for me, and allowing something like this, the system that's in place, to be able to work for me and to bring value to other people. They're going to see the value and they're going to do the same thing. So I know I went a little bit longer than I was supposed to, but sorry about that. But
I mean, I guess it's short compared to you going 6 hours.
6 hours. That was long.
If you guys aren't familiar with this, everyone watching, this is from Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the Cash Flow Quadrant. So Rudy, I want to get your take on this, because I know when we started talking, you hadn't heard of Kiyosaki or Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And that's why I love what I do, is when people come to me, I'm not just like, oh yeah, join this business and see you later, right? It's you're sponsoring a person where you're continuing to help them, grow financially, emotionally, physically, mentally. So Rudy, what does this mean to you now? As before you joined 7K, you were definitely on the left side. So what has this taught you, and how have you changed?
I'm pretty sure that's me in that picture with that hard hat. That's my everyday gear right there. I need a cut of that so we can start there. And no, I mean, it's weird to say that I had the poor dad theory. It's weird to say that. It's not even a bad thing. It's just to the uneducated of the rich dad, how they think and how they approach things. When you're brought up to your dad slamming 40 to 80 hours a week, that's what you do. If he sees you and he's going to make your basketball games, that's about it. And then other than that, he's going to work doubles every day. That's just the way you grow up. That's the way you grow up thinking. You don't think about expanding. You don't think about the other things that are important. And, luckily Mike opened my eyes, and it is that poor dad, rich dad thing. It's not saying you're poor as in what you're gaining. It's just you're poor in your thought of what the outcome of your life can be. So that takes a lot, it takes a lot to just step back and realize wow, we're all conditioned to go down that path though. And until you see that there's a better way, not necessarily an easier, I'll never say that, it's not an easier way, a better way to do things, gain that residual income, stack up them physical assets, and just gain wealth. And it's a legacy company. Like I said just the other night, I mean, that's incredible. That's incredible. No matter how good of a company I've ever worked for in my 21 years of, being an employee, I've never worked for a legacy company until I owned my own part of 7K. And now I'm part of a legacy company. So that there is the difference. It's changed everything.
Awesome. Did anyone else want to add anything about the cash flow quadrant before we move on? All right. So another thing I wanted to get everyone's take on is, what is going on with inflation right now? Oh, sorry, that's a video. Let's not deal with that one. Well, let's go to the member benefit wheel and have you guys real quick round robin give us your top 3 member benefits of 7K Metals. I will start. Okay. Number 1, Sound Money Wallet. Number 2, 1099 tax advantages. Number 3, I'm going to go with the autosaver. Ricardo, your top 3.
Yeah, I definitely will have to say the Sound Money Wallet. You know, that's just a game changer. Simply for the fact that anybody now, it doesn't matter what dollar amount you have, you can get and be able to leverage the security that gold and silver affords to your money and the purchasing power in that Sound Money Wallet. So definitely Sound Money, definitely the autosaver. People need to build wealth on automatic. And then, of course, I'd have to say business, being able to create cash flow, because just as important as it is to get assets, cash flow is king. And if you have cash flow, you're never in jeopardy of having to liquidate your assets. And so that's what's so phenomenal about this business, that we're getting the assets, but we're also creating that passive residual income.
Perfect. All right, Veronica, you're up next.
All right. Okay, I'm going to go with, of course, the Sound Money Wallet. We're in the digital stage, and, you know, when most people are presented with the silver and gold opportunity, they're like, well, how are we going to carry this silver and gold in the airports, you know? So Sound Money Wallet. Then I will go with the autosaver. And I pick the autosaver as the number 1. And the reason why I'm so big on the autosaver is, as I explained earlier, until your mindset is ready, you won't understand this. And when you're hooked onto that autosaver, that lets me know that your mind is getting prepared for this type of wealth. And third, I will go with the residual income, because it's awesome that even say you put in 20 years into this business, and after and at 20 years, you're like, I'm done, I retire. You're still going to get paid after you retire. So, yeah. I mean, those are the 3 benefits that I highly like.
Okay. All right, Marco, what are your top 3?
All right, I'm going to go with dealer direct pricing. The fact that we can get silver and gold at dealer direct pricing, and you can basically trust 7K with reliable coins in their back office. You know, they have all the top graded coins out there. You don't have to go to eBay and get fake coins. This company pretty much has the most reputable, coins out there. So dealer direct pricing. I'm going to go with the autosaver program, because I don't want to make that $1.2 million mistake again. Not having to purchase one silver eagle back in 1986 every month. So I'm going to go with the autosaver for that. And then lastly, the residual income, of course, the chance of making $500 to $12,500 a week, which is unbelievable.
Okay.
So those are my 3 choices. Yeah.
All right. So it seems at this point, Sound Money Wallet, autosaver, and residual income are coming out on top a lot. Emily, what do you got?
So rare coins. I love the rare coins. And I would have to say autosaver, because actually autosavers are like residual income. And it's not on this wheel, you guys, but stack and sell.
Well, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But I agree. Ricardo just said that today is they need to put stack and sell on this membership wheel. So we'll get to what that is here in just a minute. Last person, Jesse. Jesse, what do you got for your top 3?
Well, you guys already said my top 3, but I like the 7K Advantage because I'm a traveler. I love traveling. And they have so many different deals, more than just travel deals. It's like everyday things that you eat, that you purchase. I found tickets for play places in my area. So that would be my top 3 is the 7K Advantage app, and also Sound Money Wallet. And I love the residual income.
Okay. So 7K Advantage, are you using that like multiple times a week?
Last week I used it once. I booked some reservations to go next month to Vegas. So it's hit or miss. It just depends.
Okay.
But I've
But
used
again,
it.
just another member benefit. We're saving money there. You know, the ways we win are just kind of keep going. One of the best things we have, as we know, Miles Standish is the Michael Jordan of coin grading. He came on to Emily's 6-hour blitz last night and just talked about, you know, his experience in the industry. And, you know, when I found out about 7K Metals and they told me Miles Standish was partnered with them, that's all I needed to hear. Because I've been in gold and silver for a while and I knew his name. And I knew if Miles Standish was with this company, they were a rock solid legacy company. I mean, this guy was the vice president of NGC, which is the #1 coin grading entity in the entire world. I mean, when you get someone like that to partner with your business, it's completely next level. So as someone mentioned this before, right, we have these coins that only 7K members can get. And one of them, the Miss Liberty that just came out, is selling for over $2,000. We paid $750. It's already selling for over $2,000 on the open market. So these are rare pieces of artwork that are telling and capturing history. So Emily mentioned this earlier, right? We now have 7K has partnered with another company called Stack and Sell, where you can scan your numismatic coins and sell them or buy them, and they're verified. And Marco mentioned this earlier about so many coins on eBay are fake and fraudulent. And so what this does is it gives a verifiable proof and third-party audit to make sure the coins that we're getting are real and legitimate. So just a couple of the ones that we've been able to see the value rise. The Idaho State Animal Series, we paid $139. It's now selling for $506. That's an average. It sold for over $900. We have the Montana, $139, $578. Again, these are going up 2 or 3 times more. The Roman Empire Series, we paid $349. Market value $629. The White House coin, we paid $309. The market value $533. So we're not making that $1.2 million mistake. We are saving in real assets every month. And we're just going to continue to help more people do this. So what I want to encourage everyone to do is set your goals for this 90-day run. Okay. We talked about what our team goals are. I don't know if all of you guys were on or able to listen to this. So I want to throw these up here just so everyone can see them. But you guys, we want you to set your own personal goals. Who are you going to help? How many people are you going to help get 1 coin a month? Our team wants to donate $10,000 to the Standish Foundation to help children in medical need. We want to help 10,000 families save at least 1 coin a month using the autosaver. And we want to have 100 people join us in the fall for our event that we're going to line up with the 7K fall tour of the 20 cities. So last words from everyone as we come up on the hour here. You know, how important is it for people to take action, and what advice would you give them when they get started in 7K Metals? We'll end with Ricardo. Let's go with Emily first. Last words, and what would you tell people who are thinking about getting into 7K right now?
Don't think, just do. Seriously, because if you want to set yourself up for your future or for your children's future, generational wealth, this is where you can do it. If you've never had a savings before, this is where you can save.
I love it. Rudy, what do you got for us? Last words, advice about if you're thinking about getting into 7K.
Embrace your fear. You know, if it worries you, there's a good chance that it should. And that's that, you know, there's a little excitement in fear. You know, take that chance. Come join the family. Like Emily said, like Ricardo said, you said that you can't lose. So it's not a gamble. It's an investment. You can't lose.
Awesome. last words, advice if people are considering 7K.
Get off the fence and join us. I mean, stop making the excuses and get in and let's have some fun. I mean, you'll regret missing it. I mean, we're in at a very good time. We're in early and start collecting your assets. And there's one more thing I would add. While we were on this live, I did the calculations. If you were to join us at a premium member at $500 annually and you buy a variety coin, that total came up to, let me get my calculations here. $2,300 for the entire year. And as I stated previously, and I will show the calculation that I got here. As I stated previously, you guys, I have well over $10,000 saved up that I'm not even thinking about. So just think about that and jump in. We're looking for people to join our family with us and have some fun.
Awesome. Marco, last words and advice to anyone thinking about joining 7K.
Yeah, certainly. Take massive action. Do your due diligence. Just basically find out what everybody else is doing, like in 7K, ask questions. I know there's videos out there that explain how 7K works, but we can see it for yourself. Like all the results out there, people are making money. They're helping each other. This is a team system. We're all a family. We're all working with each other. It doesn't matter whether it's crypto or what company it is. We're all basically on the task of freedom. So yeah, just take action, and this change lies with us. Embrace with us, and we're going to do some amazing things with our team, the Runners.
No doubt. Jesse, last words, advice if people are thinking about 7K.
Just jump. Find the time and just jump. Because you're never going to get anywhere unless you take that first step forward, right? You're never going to start running unless you start walking and start going. And get yourself some shoes with some laces, because it's time to lace up.
All right, I love it. We'll let Ricardo. I'm gonna thank you everyone for coming on tonight. I'm gonna kind of put you guys off to the side here, and we're gonna get some last words from Ricardo. You guys rock. Thank you for stepping up and being leaders. That's what this is all about, is helping everyone get to that next level. So we'll talk to you guys real soon. Ricardo, man, I mean, this is just next level stuff where we're helping so many people win all around the world, international in 7 different countries. You know, just take us home tonight, man. You know what to do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we just getting started, and many of us are at home, like you saw with Jesse, with the family. And, you know, this is what it's about, folks. It's about freedom. It's about lifestyle. It's about options. You know, it's about that peace of mind that you know that you're doing the right thing. You know, we've been told the right thing was to go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a job, and we'll be all right? Contribute to your 401k, and then you'll live a decent lifestyle. Well, that's not the case. We're in a new economy. It's getting harder and harder for people to get ahead. The inflation is here. The moratoriums on rent and everything is ending. They're talking about a new stimulus or a new infrastructure bill, spending trillions of more dollars. So the inflation is going to continue to rise. The taxation is going to continue to increase. And the uncertainty for people's financial future year after year and day after day is going to continue to get worse. And what we have here is something that is giving people that glimpse of hope, that glimpse of freedom, that glimpse that they actually can build wealth and have a better future, regardless of the madness that's taking place with the government and these financial institutions. And so, you know, we're getting excited, you know, because we have that with this company, that peace of mind. We have these assets. We're being put in a position to create freedom, time, location, and financial freedom. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing, especially in this time, to have something real amongst so much lies, fakery, and scams. You have a solid company with a solid product, with a solid compensation plan, and people who really care about your success.
Well, I couldn't agree more. And I want to end with this. Our mantra, MUM. Mindset is everything, guys. No matter where you're at in life, if you want to have success, you have to master your mindset. you can be a victim all day long and live in that agony and that pain. There's so many things that you can blame it on. You can blame it on your upbringing, your race, politics, whatever it is. But that's not going to get your life changed. You have to understand that you determine everything that happens for you. And once you accept that everything is your fault, the world becomes a completely different place. So we see things differently here on the runners in 7K. The next thing is we want to help people. We want to uplift them and bring hope to the hopeless. When you see that you've helped a single mom save over $10,000, if that doesn't get you excited, right now I literally have goosebumps, from thinking of, I had some part in that. The runners had some part in that of, seeing somebody finally win when it comes to network marketing, seeing somebody, like Brockton Kohler, who's getting consistent checks now, seeing someone like Rudy Henry, who had no experience in this space and is now seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and getting that time freedom to be able to go out and travel with his family and go fishing. That's what this is about. So we're looking for people that want to help people. Manifest. We're coming for everything they said we couldn't have. A year ago, I didn't think it was possible to make $10,000 in a week. I didn't think it was possible to retire from my job at 40. Now I know those things are true because manifesting is real. And I want you guys to think to yourself, what is it that you want to manifest? What is it that you want to see happen? And don't think of it, think from it. Meaning, believe it's already happened and live in the end, and then it will happen. And then we're going to run with momentum, guys. That's what this 90-day run is about. If you focus your time and energy on something for 90 days, your life will be completely changed forever. This isn't something that we think, it's something that we know because we have done it, and we want to help more people by helping them move with that momentum. If we keep these things in mind, there is nothing that we cannot do in the next 90 days. So get ready for more information. If you want to find out more, there's a link to the Runners Facebook group. There's a number that you can text. But man, Ricardo, I am pumped. This is going to be life-changing, and I just can't wait to see how many more people we can help all around the world.
We're just getting started, folks. We're just getting started. So look, lace up, let's get wealthy, plug in. If you're not running with us, let's get you started. And if you're running with us already, let's get ready to take it to the next level.
All right, lace up. Let's get wealthy, guys. Peace.